I am no stranger to the deaths of planets. Cyrene was my home. Yet when the need was made evident, I did not hesitate to contact the Inquisition. By my hand, Cyrene burned. The innocents who died to ensure Cyrene's secrets were sealed beneath ash and bone haunt me to this day. But I have no regret in this. The threats to mankind are eternal and ever-present. An ocean seeking but a single crack in the dam. Cyrene's secrets now live solely with me, and so shall they die with me. As I travel there now to face the monstrosity that was once our chapter master, I am comforted by this much. Whether I'm victorious or slain, my sins will know retribution. Such is the final testimony of Gabriel Angelos, captain of the Blood Ravens, 3rd Company, savior of Tartarus, bane of the Black Legion, servant of the Emperor. Ignore his ramblings, brothers. Do not let them form even a single festering thought in your mind. Such are the ways of demons, to lie and mislead us. Destroying it is the only way to avoid its influences. Inquisitor, though it was the demon Alcair who first rotted the heart and mind of Kyrus, it is with another demon the chapter master currently treats. This is the demon of Tartarus, of the Maledictum. Unwittingly, it was set free with a blow from my own hammer. It seeks to offer up the skulls of the slain to Khorne, so it may open a warp rift that swallows the scepter, and a place of great demonic realm where it once was. To accomplish this, it has employed Kyrus as its agent. In order to achieve this genocide, Kyrus has orchestrated the arrival of the Inquisition and the Exterminatus. We have no choice but to press on, Jonah. I shall not abandon this place again. What few allies we have already know of our task, and we can wait for them no longer. Then it falls to you and I, Librarian. We descend into the crater. Then on our path they shall die. To the attack! The cowards attack us from that vantage! Worry not, Librarian. If it is melee combat they seek, I and my hammer shall grant their wish. A delay we cannot afford. Be there dozens or hundreds, the abilities of a space marine shall scatter them all. We part ways here, Jonah Orion. Lend support to our brothers, and hold back the tide of chaos. Emperor, keep you, Librarian. I go now to face your chief and our chapter master. I go now to face Kyrus. Kyrus, die! For the Blood Ravens! It is human nature to seek culpability in a time of tragedy. It is a sign of strength to cry out against fate, rather than to bow one's head and succumb. Inevitably, many shall fault the hands upon the sword which felled Typhon, the Ordo Malleus. But the Inquisition merely performs the duty of its office. To further fear them is redundant. To hate them, heretical. Those more sensible will place responsibility with those who forced the hands of the Inquisition. The renegades of chaos, or the Xenos that have trespassed upon our worlds. With some fortune, they may foster this hatred into purpose, and further rule their own fate by coming to the Emperor's service. Yet ultimately, it was I who set these events into motion, with a single blow from my hammer, God Splitter. For the being that empowers and maddens Chapter Master Kyrus is none other than the demon of the Maledictum. This has been dark work, Diomedes. Kyrus left much corrupted, and cleansing had to be both thorough and merciless. Yet now we are pure and noble. And what of you, Apollo? The brutality of the exterminatus had shaken the sector. The backlash had even disrupted the hive mind. 10 years ago, we Blood Ravens destroyed the demon Ulker, ending his schemes to rock Subsector Aurelia into a festering hellscape. We thought our victory would mark the end of war for the sector. We were wrong. New demonic incursions relentlessly plagued her planets, Aurelia, Typhon, Calderis, and Meridian. In response, the Imperial Guard, the hammer of the Emperor, was deployed en masse to the sector to secure her, to defend her. Yet the incursions only grew in number, and soon were worsened by insurrection and madness among the Guard's ranks. Now the sector sits helpless, racked by constant, endless, unremitting war. We are Space Marines. We are the Blood Ravens. We would act, yet we too are locked in warfare with one another. Azariah Kyrus, our chapter master and chief librarian, has declared the heroes of Aurelia to be renegades. Now we are hunted by our own brothers. Brothers unaware of the chapter master's secret allegiance to Ulker. A corrupt space marine chapter master. A militia crippled by disorder and turmoil. Demons. Renegades. A sector that knows only war. The Imperium has had enough. One solution remains for the sector. A solution with which I'm all too familiar. The Ordo Malleus approaches. The Holy Imperial Inquisition. Their colossal ships bear the munitions to perform exterminatus, cleansing every planet of the sector of life. Xenos and human, corrupt and innocent. And in this, our gravest moment of desperation, an old enemy returns. An enemy fought dead, slain on Cronus and again on Aurelia. Elephas, the inheritor, has once again come. Supported by the rot, corruption, and malevolence known as the Black Legion, his return will not have come this time. This is why I have contacted an old ally within the Inquisition, Adrastia of the Witch Hunters. Mysterious are their ways, for they have said to have sought the aid of Xenos when fighting Chaos Legions. More surprising, however, was at this time, a small band of Xenos were instead slain. All is not yet lost, however. Adrastia, Inquisitor of the Ordo Hereticus, has entered the fray. She will arrive in the sector before the Exterminatus fleet arrives to investigate my claims. With proof, she has the power to halt the impending destruction, if she wishes. She knows the truth of Kyrus' heresy, but has not the power to halt the coming storm, short of destroying the traitor herself. With the authority to combat the enemies of man by nearly any means, she is gathering any force she can muster. We can only hope she finds suitable allies. But hope is of course the first step down the road to disappointment. Declared renegade, I cannot act against Kyrus without shedding the blood of my brothers. Yet, hope endures. A handful of heroes still remain in service to the chapter, uncorrupted by Kyrus' heresy. They are the last hope of destroying Kyrus and preventing the coming storm. Led by Captain Diomedes, these heroes hunt the remnants of the vile Black Legion across the sector. However, Diomedes' hubris blinds him to Kyrus' true nature. If the sector and chapter is to survive, he must first overcome his own pride.